Hello. Um, I would like to update you on Defenses for God. I promised to you know, post a video to you so that you can follow me as you follow other people around the world. So I've been watching William Lane Craig and Sam Harris at Notre Dame University, dated to January this year, 2019. And though William Lane Craig has the winning side, obviously when Sam Harris can't present humanism and the atheist side is lacking from his beautiful words of ethics and how beautiful life is without God and all of that. That seems very fake. I would like to make a few comments, especially from my comments to the blog from 2018 and until now. Yeah, so I just list them or speak about them, so you can be sure that, as before, that Facebook profile is mine, my identity is one and the same, and my blog is what is written 777 at blogspot.com. Yeah, so let's start. First, atheism, when they reject humanism, they fall victim to schizophrenia by their moral blindness. Schizophrenia is the one and only, is the single most important factor in becoming schizophrenic. Evil becomes important to you. You fail humanism. You certainly fail God, because God is goodness and 10 commandments and golden rule and all that. So stupidity lies in their direction. Atheism. Atheism and stupidity, more true than any else you find in the world. Yeah. All sorts of weird views, voodoo practices because they have no religion, and utter death by stupidity and a complete breakdown of the nervous system. Brain being, the most common part of the most important part of the nervous system we speak about. Okay, so that's one. Yeah, so we have a memory. Evidently, memory may be an evidence for the soul. That some people, when they experience certain states, perhaps near-death experience and all that, that they shouldn't have certain parts of memory intact. but still they do have these memories intact. That means memories are transcendent to the brain. So when they regenerate the brain, they still have the memories. And of course, that part of the brain should have been filled up anew. So clearly, we are speaking for the soul, we are speaking for telepathy, we are speaking for reincarnation, we are speaking for miracles, we are speaking for, I wouldn't say miracles as such, it's rather fantastic phenomena that the most moral people are supported by. Evil people, they need special setups in order to survive dangerous situations. They bleed like nobody else. They lose an arm from an itch. They are susceptible in so many ways. I can't really number them. So, and that's them. So that's part of memory, and yeah, we have a kind of slogan for atheism that I find so lovely and humorous. That it's dangerous to be an immoral atheist in a group with other immoral atheists because some of us are monsters. So they hate one another. They lack group coherency and they seek popularity with us religious people and contradictions and contradiction in terms for their entire life and problems all over the place. So don't go there. Don't become an atheist. It is. But another issue is which is it isn't when we when we update on psychiatric issues and look at mental illnesses with new eyes, we find that mental illnesses need no, they don't. They have absence of morality. That schizophrenia, as before, it lies primarily with atheism and that way of behavior and thinking. And when they do not have heaven, the perception of heaven to support them, when the humanists, their alibi, so to speak, they are few. I don't know. Maybe humanism is a purely theoretical group because they may not tell us all about humanism and how difficult it is to make life happen when you are trying to be a person in the world. So when we fail our Christianity, when Christians fall away from Christianity, that is of course sadness for us. We don't want them to fall away from Christianity. We want more people into whitelist religions. We want more people to become sound Buddhists, Shintoists, Hinduists, Sikhists, Muslims, Judaïsts, and Christians, and Scientologists, and all the others, whitelist religions. So I don't think that they fall away because it's so fun to fall away from Christianity. No, it's because life is very, very demanding. And unless you have that complete conviction of heaven, and that your good actions will be rewarded, and that somehow you cannot find a way through all sorts of corrupt issues in the world, all crime, everything that takes place, the abuse and torture of children, and all of that. You fail to believe in Christianity, and you fall away from Christianity, and life becomes probably suicidal, and I do not blame them if they fell away from Christianity, and that they had good reasons to not believe in Christianity anymore. They became overwhelmed by evil, or we should find ways to support our present Christians more. So obviously, when I have come forward with best practice psychiatry, that is a part that is for us to use among Christians, so that the way for Christianity and other vitalist religions becomes more easy. That it can become plain to become Christian and to live with Christianity predictably throughout the whole life, and die as a vitalist religious person. Okay, so the conclusion for that is when humanism is weak in terms of sound, when the source for objective morality is weak, but they have no heaven to rely on, and at least in the belief system. So that means the world is 100% religious, vitalist religious. World is 100% vitalist religious. All else is psychiatric. That's in light of best practice psychiatry. Though there are very good treatments for psychiatric illnesses, so as to cure all mental illnesses, which is, fantastic. That's a grand celebration today in this day's world, that we can cure depression, that we can cure schizophrenia. We thought perhaps they would live on forever with those mental illnesses, but they can be cured. It's completely astonishing how great the world is, what fantastic opportunities that lie ahead of us as human beings worldwide, no matter, all beings. Even for nature, we can treat nature incredibly well. We can do fantastic things in the future. There will be much happiness and much celebration. Fantastic views. You will be overwhelmed with life from even today, and years and decades and centuries ahead. Forever. There will be no turning back. We cannot live with atheism as such. It's rather a type of fake atheism, because when they are psychiatric, why should we bother to take them seriously? I mean, atheism doesn't appear as opposition anymore. That's what I'm saying. So this is a happy message, and I hope for all of you to celebrate vitalist religions overall. You can buy the entire corpus. You can acquire the Quran. You can acquire the Torah, the Talmud, the Bible, I don't know, the Vedas. I think Hinduism and Buddhist books, all complete cross-religious corpus. That seems we do worship the same God. We say that God represents truth, and truth must be the same for everybody. We do not have different mathematics in India versus Europe versus USA. We celebrate the same mathematics, the same science, the same landings on the moon, the voyages to Mars, the all fantastic stuff that goes around with science and nature and whole life, all in all. Very fantastic. You will be amazed every day from now on. So if you experience a difficult life or situation today, then though there are opportunities on the other side of life, the divide between life and death, popularly speaking, but I say afterlife and life. Though there are opportunities on the afterlife side, there are if you can endure and see a way through the life, I recommend that you do try to live on. But we are kind of death jesters. We have lots of opportunities, regardless under God. We can play around like no others. We do not fear anything like that. Though torture is a theoretical, immense issue to deal with, we have so much command, so much tricks up our sleeves. We can make the world happen. Trust me. From today and forevermore, there will be fantastic opportunities for all of us. For our kids, for our grandchildren, and all future generations. They will live life like no others. They will be respectful. They will be highly moral. Fantastic. Trust me. Okay? So a bit of preaching today, but generally, world is 100% religious. I picked up a fact from Bangladesh. They have declared Bangladesh 100% vitalist religious. And probably many other nations around the world. When we are sort of flooded with news that the tide of atheism is upon us, blah blah blah, how they dominate life, and all fake news. Just ignore it. It isn't. They are vastly inferior. You can say intelligence, you can say intellect, you can say character, you can say ability to survive, you can say parenting, you can say human interaction opportunities, likability, trustworthiness, all sorts of things. So that's it. I see a live counter 20 minutes. So that should be good. You have 20 minutes of film to enjoy or use or whatever. If you like it, I'm happy. If you don't, I guess I must improve. Okay, so that's it. Bye bye.